What's going on, good, beautiful people? You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Your boy Evan from the Canes. You know what I'm saying? The local meat dropper extraordinaire, man, and many titles, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time of the day it is you happen to be watching this. Welcome back. It's been a little while. Many different reasons, but we're gonna get into that. I'm hoping everybody's, you know what I'm saying, having a great day, you know what I'm saying, making today better than yesterday, you know what I'm saying, treating every day as a gift because that's what it is. Quick update on me, you know what I'm saying, of course it's been a little while. I know y'all ain't heard my voice in about a week or so, but 2018 has been a really good year for me. You know, I've been, progressing in a lot of things that I want to, you know what I'm saying, change on, including this. If you know me outside of this, you know I work 30 days, you know what I'm saying, non-stop type shit. But, work has been, you know what I'm saying, really good to me this year, you know what I'm saying. And I'm coming up on some opportunities that, you know what I'm saying, I've been looking for. So, you know what I'm saying, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to try to continue doing, you know what I'm saying, what I can do. So, you know, things will work out in my favor. But it's neither here nor there. You already know who it is. Your boy Aaron from the Canes. And cue that intro.
I'm out in Sweden this evening, Stockholm this summer, champagning with pretty models that pose while they slumber. You have to see to believe it. Eiffel my tower.
Alright, you know what I'm saying, welcome back. It's a little hot in here, but you know, it is what it is. Basically, like I was saying earlier, 2018 has been really good to me so far. I know I told myself going into the year, I wanted to make sure I came and conquered anything that, you know what I'm saying, I claimed that I wanted. And as the year's been progressing, you know, I've definitely done so, and I'm very grateful for that. So I plan to continue doing, you know what I'm saying, what I've been doing. And one thing that I've learned to do is basically to control what you can control. You know, if it's out of your hands, it's out of your hands. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But saying that, I want to say to anybody who hasn't, you know what I'm saying, done what they wanted to do in the beginning of the year, I'm saying we still got the last 6 months of the year, you know what I'm saying? So claim and conquer whatever it is you can, you know. Just because the first half of the year wasn't what you expected, don't mean the last half can't be everything that you wanted. And I feel like as long as, you know what I'm saying, we got breath in our lungs, that's something that, you know, we can strive for what we're doing, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you want to lose you some weight, build connections with people, you know what I'm saying, save you some money, whatever it is, as long as, you know what I'm saying, we have the opportunity to do it, I feel like we should go ahead and do so. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, just, you know what I'm saying, some positivity for, you know what I'm saying, your morning, noon, after night, you know what I'm saying, all of that good shit. But basically, honestly, what I want to talk about, I really don't want to make this video too long, but, you know what I'm saying, when I get to running my mouth, ain't no stopping. But I'm gonna try my best, you know what I'm saying, make this short. In my free time, the little free time that I do have, I like to, you know, gather up with, you know what I'm saying, people I deem closest to me. You know, we go spend some time together, enjoy each other's conversation. And, we talk about some real shit. And one conversation that came up one day was basically how people get wrote off and judged off of what they don't have or what they lack. A lot of the times, people who people would consider are doing well, like to see people who don't have what they have, and you know what I'm saying, like they ain't doing shit with their life, and basically write them off like, oh yeah, they ain't about shit. But in actuality, the way I see it is, people should judge people off their character, because I feel like your character really defines who you are, not what you have. I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that I've come across in my life. They've you know what I'm saying, received a lot of things, and the people that I deem closest to me as well. But a lot of people that's closest to me, they basically have like the same mindset that I do. I feel like we as people, you know what I'm saying, especially as young adults, we try to find validity where there is none. And I know, you know what I'm saying, social media is real prominent in our lives for whatever reason that it is. You know, it's a way to keep up with people, you know, it's basically a way to show what you got going on, all of that good stuff. And sometimes people have a way of making people feel less than what they are based off of, you know what I'm saying, what they do. I know a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, life has been going great for them. They've been progressing in a mighty way. You know what I'm saying? Everything's on the up and up for them, and that's great. But at the same time, who they are, they ain't worth shit. And, you know, it's cool that, you know what I'm saying, when you have everything going well for you, but your personality ain't shit and your character ain't shit, you ain't shit. I don't give a damn that you know what I'm saying, you just copped your 2018, 2019 Camaro. That's great. You know what I'm saying? You got you a new car. You know what I'm saying? You got you some money. You know what I'm saying? Your diamonds is dancing. You know what I'm saying? You Giuseppe stepping. You know, that's cool. But I can give a fuck about that. Especially if I know who you are as a person. Like, I don't care anything about that. All of that shit is, you know what I'm saying, it's meaningless to me. I said it in Drake's song, you know what I'm saying? All that bullshit be here and be gone tomorrow. Because the way I see it at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when God, you know what I'm saying, dial your number and you pick up that phone and he call you home, all of that shit ain't going nowhere with you. You know, and the shit that you gonna leave, which, you know what I'm saying, actually have some meaning to it, will be what you did while you were here. And I mean that as in, you know what I'm saying, what way did you, you know what I'm saying, impact somebody's life? What legacy did you leave for the people that's coming behind you? And I don't know how many people think about that, but that's something that I dwell on a lot. I like to always, you know what I'm saying, try to find some way to impact somebody's life on a different day, every day, in a different way. That's what I meant to say. But, bars, what are you talking about? But, yeah, I like to always make sure I did something for somebody because it's just the type of person I am. I want to make sure people know who I am as a person, not who I am by the things that I have. Because there's been plenty of times where, you know what I'm saying, people have written me off because of, you know what I'm saying, the things that I possess or, you know, stuff of that nature. I'm not the type of person to like be ashamed of what it is I do, what I have, and all of this. People know, like if you know me, people know what I do for a living. People know what kind of car I drive and all of that stuff. Like I'm not ashamed of any of that, and I feel like if you are who you are, nobody can make you feel a way about anything, you know what I'm saying, that you have going on for you, because they don't know your plan or your process in whatever it is you're doing. And I've met plenty of people who, you know, like to basically play me about, you know what I'm saying, my job and the kind of car I drive. But I don't feel no type of way about this shit. Like, you can't hurt my feelings because I know who I am. And I know a lot of people who are like that because they feel like, oh, I have XYZ going for me. You ain't got nothing like that going on for you, so that means you ain't doing shit with your life. But, you know, even if I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Me making, you know what I'm saying, $4,500 every 2 weeks don't make me who I am. Me going to the lot, you know what I'm saying, purchasing a brand new car don't make me who I am. What I do in the time that I'm here is what makes me who I am. And I feel like that shit don't matter to people. Like, it's too many people, you know what I'm saying, who deal with the shit like that. People, you know what I'm saying, writing them off and casting them off for whatever reason that it is. And some people don't know how to handle that. Like, I feel like it's an unwanted pressure for people to, you know what I'm saying, live up to the expectation that certain people set instead of just, you know what I'm saying, being whoever they are and just going with how shit happens. If it's not happening for you, that's cool. At the end of the day, you still have who you are. I'm basically saying like this. We went through one of the most hellacious storms in storm history this time last year. Niggas was losing everything that they had. Cars, homes, jewelry, money, all of that shit that, you know what I'm saying, people deem as what defines you. And all they had at the end of the day was themselves and their loved ones. So at any point, you can lose all, you know what I'm saying, all that you've worked for and all that you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have that basically tells who you are. But something that you can't lose is your character. All right. Again, I'm going to say, when it's time for you to get put in the ground and people show up to your funeral, and not showing up to your funeral basically to be like, oh man, I remember and they had that Jag and blah, blah, blah. They basically going to show up to your funeral and be like, wow, you know, I remember in the time that they was here, you know, they was able to do X, Y, Z with their life, and they really defined who they were as a person. You know, they really took the time out to help other people when nobody was there to help themselves, you know. And me personally, I feel like that's where the validation really lies. We got to stop, you know what I'm saying, looking at social media and letting the shit that people, you know what I'm saying, praise and stuff like that go as what defines a person. You know, everybody has this thought of the American dream is, you know what I'm saying, being able to get you a house, get you a car, you know, but everybody feel like they got to have that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? We 21, 22, 23, 20, 19, 18 years old. And if people have their life together already, that's great. Fucking fantastic. But y'all gotta understand that that shit's not gonna happen for everybody. So writing people off because they don't have what you have makes it look like it's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? What are you battling that you gotta put other people down because they not living the life that you live? And that's really all I had to say. You know, I could go on for forever, but you know, I'm gonna wrap this up. Hopefully, somebody somewhere understood something that I was saying. You know, somebody take it to heart. You know, just listen and ponder on some of the shit that came out of my mouth. You know, if not, cool. If you're someone like, bro, if this nigga don't shut the fuck up talking to me, that's cool. I'm alright with that. But you know, I hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, has a blessed and magnificent day. Everybody be safe. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Click the little notification button, turn your bell on. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. I'm out this bitch, and be blessed.
Yeah, man. VO. Back again like we never left. Southern Smoke.